How'd you like to take your passion for fitness and turn it into a 6 or 7 figure online fitness business? It's been a little while since I've walked you through how I built my own 7 figure fitness business. In fact, I built multiple 7 figure fitness businesses, and I thought I'd just take you on a bit of a journey and show you the actual programs that did that for two particular reasons. One, you're either an online fitness coach and love to get some inspiration on what you can build and monetize with your own passion and credibility. Two, you may be interested in something that I'm considering releasing in 2025. So a couple months down the road, I'm thinking about recreating one of these programs. I'd love to get your feedback as well. So let's dive in. When I got into the fitness industry, I had zero intentions of trying to make millions. I was looking for a job. I missed my cutoff for teacher's college. In university, I was supposed to be a high school phys ed teacher, and in my last year, I was doing some personal training on the gym floor, and I fell in love with the idea of writing workouts and helping people transform their bodies. The only problem was I was a skinny runner still, and I had to transform my own body to look credible. And I loved it. And I had no grand ambitions of scaling a business or building a company. This was just out of pure passion. Probably like most people who get into fitness, you just have a pure love for the weights and for the nutrition. And that was me. The only problem was there's a cap. And I'm working, 60, 70 hours a week and hardly able to make $48,000 per year. On my best year, I made $78,000. That would have been 2005. And you're pretty much just getting by. And there's no real way to provide for a family or to go on trips or to save money, even if you're super frugal. And I was fortunately introduced to the world of internet marketing in 2005, before it was cool, before everybody became a coach. Well, back then, there weren't a ton of people who were selling fitness information on the internet. And there actually was a handful of guys, about a dozen guys, who were selling eBooks, PDF programs, and they were selling them for about $77 and $97. And I thought, how fascinating is it to sell air and to sell from your home in your pajamas and make money? And it all started off with no nonsense muscle building. It was a digital ebook that I charged about $77 for, and I sold it to beginner fitness guys that wanted to build muscle. Years later, I recreated that ebook into Living Large. And Living Large is probably my most proud work because it is a published book from Ben Bella. It's beautiful. It took me a long time to put this together. There's done for you meal plans. There's 30 weeks of workouts. It's pretty much, I would say, 15 years of knowledge packed into a $30 book. This would have been my most proud work, and the ebook version of this pretty much put my name on the map. I spent years and years accumulating literally not thousands, but tens of thousands of customers who purchased this ebook, and I built a customer base of people who went through not a 12-week program, but a 12-month program. And that was one of the big things that I think was a part of my secret to success. People spent 12 months with me transforming their body. And I made a big promise, gain 30 to 40 pounds, but it was marketed to beginners. Over a 12-month period, that's very realistic. So I helped a lot of people experience what I did, go from skinny Vinny to a fitness model physique naturally. After I did that for literally 3 years, I launched the second program, and this was the program that made me a millionaire. Maximize Your Muscle, advanced muscle routines and exclusive coaching to blow beyond your genetic potential. I remember it taking me over like 2 months just to come up with this title and this tagline. And this program, over a couple year period, accumulated over 5,000 customers at, I charged 50 to 70 bucks a month. So you can do the math on that. And this is the program that really blew up my bank account and completely changed my life. A lot of the money that I made, that I eventually saved and that put into investments, real estate, stocks, the stuff that I've continued to reinvest, which has completely transformed my life. And the reason I'm highlighting this is because this program was built on a really simple concept. I called it phase building, which was changing your workout every 4 weeks to avoid plateaus. So every single month, I actually sent a new workout in the mail, and I changed up the names every month. This was called 100 rep muscle, Vinsanity, 5-day Vinsanity, crank up the volume. Maybe you have this. Let me know in the comments how many of you guys actually purchased this back in the day. I actually got this idea from a mastermind. A lot of people say, oh, masterminds are a ripoff. There's so much money. Well, that, not for me, it wasn't. That one idea to build a continuity program completely changed my life. There's that one idea, and I'm giving you that idea right now for free. But to have not a program of just random workouts, but to have a skillfully organized program that progresses from phase to phase, guys love that concept. And I did this for many, many years, okay? Now, there were many programs in between this one and the next one, but many of you guys probably recognize this big guy here, a longtime friend, IFBB pro bodybuilder, Ben Pakulski. Me and him knew each other from back in the day. We went to Western University together, and I actually hired him to help me compete in my first pro qualifier in 2011, where I wanted to get my pro card. And I knew Ben was coaching, and I reached out to him. I said, could you help me get ready, help me bulk up? And he helped me shred, help me get my pro card, and help me get ready for world championships. So in that time, I really developed an understanding of his methodologies, and a lot of it was movement-based and optimizing for exercise execution versus like physiology and just reps and sets. And I was blown away by his teachings. So this program, when we launched it, it exploded. And at one point, we had over 3,000 people paying $97 a month. And it was built off of this, because when I told Ben how much I was making from this, he goes, oh, we got to make that. So we had a 50-50 partnership. We ran this program for quite a few years, and it was built around the same thing. You know, almost looked like a mini magazine. And, you know, people just loved having this shit to them in the mail each month. And we were, you know, keeping people up to date with our personal life. This was when Ben and I were competing. So, you know, we didn't have this on an app, but we found that people loved the physical print newsletter. It was different, you know. A lot of people now, they have ebooks, which are great. People still love ebooks. There's a still massive market for ebooks and PDFs. You'll be surprised. I personally love learning from PDFs. Now a lot of people have apps, but for us, we kind of found this marketplace that loved having something shipped to them in the mail every single month. And then Ben and I went our own separate ways, where I wanted to focus on my muscle building stuff. He wanted to focus on building his MI40 brand, and knowing that this was like my bread and butter of how I love to teach, I launched Maximize Your Muscle 2.0. Now, Maximize Your Muscle 2.0, same concept, but you know, I ran this for a couple years, same thing, Inner Circle newsletter. And in this, I started to talk about more than just muscle. I talked a lot about you know, mindset, money, mission, and marriage. I talked about the 5 M's of manhood. And I was, you know, at this point when I launched it, I already had 2 kids. I was coming on to kid number 3. So I wanted to talk more about than just how to build muscles. After 12 years of talking about building muscle, you get bored. Like, how much can I talk about when it comes to building muscle? I wanted to talk about business. And this program set up my business coaching programs. And it's crazy, because when I launched my business coaching program in the very first year, I launched a 7-figure mastermind. I had over 75 people sign up at about $20,000 a pop. So I built $1 million business in less than a year. That led to the first book in my Fit Pro series on helping fitness professionals start, grow, and scale their business. And the thing that I believe I did better than a lot of my competition was that I learned how to differentiate myself and separate myself from all the other fitness coaches. And I really doubled down on what I did best, which was helping skinny guys build muscle. Notice there's no fat loss programs here. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we help people with fat loss, but like, notice the niche was guys who wanted to build muscle. Like, muscle building. Muscle changed my life. So this whole program teaches people how to tap into their passion and credibility and figure out who's your marketplace, what's your offer, what's your messaging. By the way, you can grab this on Amazon. It's just a couple bucks. And it's a fantastic book to help you carve out your niche and crush the competition. The last thing that we've launched, my brother and I, was a brand new coaching program for men, specifically dads who want to lose weight and show up for their families. And we created a coaching program called Bedrock, and it's built on multiple foundations of building your body, growing your heart, and growing your mind. And this is a whole probably video in itself. Now, we've actually put this coaching program on pause because my brother's gone back to school to be a full-time teacher again. And it's a program that was built during the pandemic. And I've been having thoughts of maybe revising it in 2025 or revising something along these lines that's going to help men either maximize the 5 M's of manhood again, or it might be the Bedrock program. I'm not 100% sure yet, but really it's going to be a program that is going to allow me to help people achieve their goals in life, specifically their financial goals and their calling goals. And I know a lot of you watching this might be doing something that you're paid to do, but you know you're not called to do. And every single person watching this, you have a passion and you have a credibility and you have a story. And I believe everybody's purpose in life is to take their pain and to transform from their pain, become the best version of them, and then give that version to the world through a product, through a coaching program, through a service, and to get paid for it. And how cool is that, right? This has been my journey, and I've coached literally thousands of people to help them make their dreams come true by simply not working for the man and starting to work for themselves and learn all these high income skills that are learnable that will help you start your own fitness business online. So that's what we do today. But the reason you've also seen me starting up the YouTube channel, putting out fitness content, is because I want to get to know you guys. I want to hear where you're at in life. I want to continue the conversation with you guys in the comments and hear, like, where do you need support with? Now, this is how I did it. And I always say, if I can do it, you can do it too. So level up or level off. We'll see you in the next one.